So I think we're just gonna get through the first part, maybe the first and second part of Lucille, and then I I think what I'll end up doing. Oh my! I think what I'll end up doing is Duke's Archives. Partially because I want to get it over with. Partially because there's a lot of lore stuff I want to be able to do before we do New Londo, which is one of my favorite places. Okay, that'll be good. Once we unlock that shortcut, that's as far as we'll go in Lucille. Just because this, again, this is supposed to be pretty end game kind of stuff, and once we get to the boss area, no way, nope. No way I'm going to be able to handle the boss of this area. I think Envy just farted on my lap. And once I get one more level, I think we'll be able to do the Tomb of the Giants pretty effectively, and I don't really think that's gonna affect some of the gameplay stuff. We just picked up the Cast Light spell, so all I'll need is a catalyst, or not a catalyst, that's for miracles. Do I want to... No, I don't think I want to go over there yet. We'll see if there's a way to get down to there a little more sensibly. And this will kind of be a good time to revisit some of the lore and talk about some of my thoughts about it, especially with what we just heard Marvelous Chester say. The Toothy Serpent. Convince them... yeah, that's it. Oh, no. Come on, get out of there, get out of there. Oh, you suck. You suck. Thank you. That's it. Okay. feel like this is gonna be a wicked ambush. Oh, good. Rubbish. Alright, we're gonna head back, we're gonna backtrack a little bit and see about that little spot we found earlier. It's not gonna be a shortcut or anything, but it's curious because we're not playing online. Alright, yeah, it's around this way. Nobody cares. Alright. What? Crap. Alright, let's go through here. So I picked up that cast light spell for... Stop doing that. Stop doing that! Bruh. Alright, I'm gonna pause, I'm gonna take care of a couple things, and then we're gonna go back and we are gonna see what happens when we cast light right at that spot. So, pausing now, I will see you in a minute. So, I tried to get back to that point a couple times and kept getting killed. And I got killed one time and I lost all of those damn souls. So now I'm a little bit furious and I need to get out of Ulasil. And so we're going to take care of a couple lore things. First and foremost, we are going to meet Gwendolyn.
What foolishness! Why trespasseth upon the great Lord's tomb, whilst thou art a disciple of the dark sun? Mark the words of mine self, Gwendolyn. Thou shalt not go unpunished.
So, the effect we see there, where this essentially becomes an endless hallway, which is not the case. I'm not going to kill Gwendolyn. I'm gonna go ahead and just die right here. Well, I got no no souls and nothing to lose. So, okay. Remember that visual, those white kind of sparkles, and hey, what are you doing? Alright, that's different. Oh, she just powered up. Alright, well this is gonna kind of suck. I didn't want to do this yet. Oh, you got a little fat roll action too. Okay.
What you saw in the light of the dark moon so
So I'm assuming she turned on us because, and little does she know, we're about to do it all again. Yeah, charge that thing up. Now that I see she's got a parrying dagger. Oh man, oh, get that retrieval. Put that dagger down.
But how? This man is a threat, Master Gwendolyn.
Here we go, now we can charge up our Estus a little more. Unfortunately, now this bonfire is out. We can still warp to it and everything, but that's kind of a bummer. I did not want to do that. And I don't think we can warp from here. No. So, while we're going back, this beautiful incandescent sunlight raining down on Airlanda. We've talked about it so many times, and how could we not? It is beautifully prominent. And one thing, kind of a little side note, Gwendolyn, if you go back and watch the video where first get access to that area, he's talking about, you know, the dark moon blades run by myself, Gwendolyn, and you go in and heed my words, myself, Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn, where Guinevere and Gwen and potentially Gwen's firstborn all possess traits of the sun, powers of the sun. Gwendolyn was born under the moon, under the influence of the moon, and was raised as a daughter. So even though he is a male, his characteristics and his powers are that of a female. And so is he kind of trying to, you know, overpower that image by acting extra aggressive and assertive, all of that kind of stuff? Possibly. Interesting little thought right there, overcompensating a little bit. But I'm not going to fight these guys right now, but just remember, especially the Silver Knights, remember what happened when we killed the Silver Knights. They don't collapse into the ragdoll physics shenanigans that most everything else in the game does. They dissipate into those same white sparkles that we saw when Gwendolyn expanded that room. about to see... Oh, I don't want that. Ow, fat roll. Crap, what's doing that? Alright, we'll take that off. I won't need it for a while. What we're about to see here is also very telling. Not those.
Thou that tarnisheth the godmother's image, I am Gwyndolin. And thy transgression shall not go unpunished. Thou shalt perish in the twilight of Anor Londo.
What we just did is expose that the fire in Anor Londo is going out. The sunlight, Guinevere, probably not Smo, but almost certainly Ornstein. The Palace Guardians, they were all illusions created by Gwyndolin. To continue the facade that the fire is still there. And these are most likely some of those Dark Blade knights. Sent by Gwyndolin, because we have now exposed the reality that the gods have truly left Anor Londo, and all that is genuinely here is Gwyndolin. Guinevere is not here. Gwyn is not here. The fire is fading. And all that it truly exists here is the twilight. The reason we're not killing Gwyndolin is the same reason we did not kill Priscilla. I feel that in the canon of the overall storyline, kind of mandates that Gwyndolin survive and stay alive. Are those souls tempting? Oh my god, you better believe it. But I'm trying to play the game right, and for all intents and purposes, from what I can tell, Priscilla and Gwendolyn both need to survive.
First thou offendeth the Godmother, and now thou see fit to trample upon the tomb of the great Lord. I am the dark sun, Gwendolyn. Let the atonement for thy felonies commence.
Alright, we got through that first little onslaught with that stupid channeler. So now we get to go up these nice narrow corridors and try to deal with all this crap. Alright, so right there, you can see that as that chain is sticking out, it's making a little loop. The other way to tell is to just hit the chest, but again, that chain should be a dead giveaway, unless it's clipping through the freaking floor, then you're just kind of screwed. I really need to start picking up some humanity. Somebody behind me? Nope. Just to the side of me. So, right there, you can see that chain is different. And maybe if we keep an eye on it long enough. He's creeping. He's peeking. Okay. Actually, we'll do a little trick here. Let's just pick up the item without really putting ourselves in harm's way. By putting the little guy to sleep. But we want those souls. Oh, and we picked up the symbol of avarice. Monster head resembling a treasure chest. Once an ancient god, it is said this is the symbol of shame imposed on a long-lost clan exiled for the sin of avarice. Wearing this slightly raises soul absorption and item discovery, but also affects its wearer with the curse of the branded. Don't know what that means, but except for more items and more souls. But but I'm also not willing to give up that stamina recovery. Alright, I'm going to pause it real quick. I want to see if we can get this next level. And I also want to see something about those channelers. So I'm going to pause it right here, take care of a couple things because I don't want to lose these souls again, and I'll see you in just a minute. We've come back to Ulasil, and we actually find this.
You, is that not the soul of the man who fell on this spot? He was a dear friend. I wish to pay proper respect with that soul. Would you be willing to part with it? Yes, of course. I must not be presumptuous. Artorius would not have approved.
To be perfectly honest, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with her yet. She is one of Gwyn's knights, and I can't believe I can't remember her name. There's Hawkeye Go, Ornstein, Artorius, and I keep wanting to say Kieran, Lady Kieran, but that just doesn't sound right. For some reason, I have to backtrack through this because I just tried to go to that original bonfire that I had to keep loading up at, but for some reason I couldn't get to it, and I'm going to be really upset if I pump this thing up all the way. Sanctuary Garden. So if I step out this way a little bit, it turns out you get to see the boss fight I didn't record, because now there's two of them. How cool is that? So that right there, that's a little bit stupid. I have no idea how to even begin tackling that. So I'm at a little bit of an impasse. I don't quite know what I want to do yet. So I'm gonna take a little break and try to find some good places to grind. I need to get some humanity. I gotta get some humanity because the bonfires I'm trying to kindle are just I'm only able to carry 5, maybe 10 Estus with me at a time. And now that I have the rite of kindling, I really, really, really need to be able yeah, that's twinkling tight light. I really need to be able to have more Estus with me. Really, that's shard as well. Okay. Ooh. 37 and 158. 64 and 202. Feel like we're going to transition to that pretty soon. Maybe that's what I'll work on. I don't know. I need to kind of I need to get in a set pace with things. So I'm going to mess around a little bit, and once I have a better idea of how to approach some of the stuff I'm going up against, we'll start recording again. But for now, I'm going to take a little break and get some things figured out. So I'll see you around the bend.